The rights and privileges one has in this country does depend on their immigration status. So you could sort of think as, American-born US citizen is sort of the easiest way to think about it, and then everyone else is in some other circle around that. I think the most helpful way to actually think about sort of the rights one has is where are you asserting those rights? At the border, all of us have fewer rights. We really do. I mean, United States citizens cannot be deprived access to the United States, but you can be asked questions that you wouldn't normally be asked. Right? Where were you? Who are you staying with? Did you meet anyone? All sorts of things when you come in from another country. So the border is essentially where those rights are much more limited, and they are exceptionally limited for immigrants or anyone on a status. So a student who has a visa to be here, but is a foreign student, has very few rights when they enter the United States. So much so that we now have countries telling people it doesn't matter if you have your visa. We cannot guarantee you entry into the United States. That Customs and Border Patrol official has tremendous authority over non-US citizens at the border. It's not a right, it's a privilege, and someone can take it away and you don't get due process, period. If you're in the United States, that's where the debate is occurring, right? And that's where some of the really hard stuff going on right now is, which is what rights does someone have to due process to stop a government action against them? And that's going to depend on their status. So a U.S. citizen, obviously, lots of rights, right? The ones that we understand. Permanent lawful resident, pretty close to a citizen. Various visa standards, a little bit more difficult. You're seeing that with students. Are there conditions to their status here, international students, that allows them to be deported without due process? I will say this is relatively new in the courts because generally, if we had a problem, say, with a student who maybe did a crime, you would simply say to them, you no longer have your visa, leave. There's a performative nature to a lot of these issues going on in the United States right now, taking students who aren't violent and surrounding them with ICE agents or whisking people out in the middle of the night. There is a certain performative aspect to that that doesn't really align with the law. And that's why you're seeing all these cases end up in court. They want a fight. So one of the things that the Trump administration wants is they want people to engage federal law enforcement. That then helps them with this narrative that this is sort of a lawless country. They want to up the movie. And part of that is this performative nature. They know everything is being recorded.